Welcome back to another virtual episode of the Slightlee Daily Podcast. This is episode number 119. I don't know, I've probably done about 10 or 12 of these Zoom interviews, but I have a new person here, man, and I don't know this guy, and I love having these it's like a social experiment, kind of just being like, hey man, let's hop in a phone call and just talk and meet each other. You know what I'm saying? So can you introduce yourself, where you from, all that jazz, man, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, I go by Smiff. I'm from Roanoke, Virginia, which is a city on the southwest part of Virginia.
Virginia.
Yep, yep. Um, yeah, man, I'm an artist trying
Mm-hmm.
to deal with and connect with different people who have a platform, no
Yeah.
matter how big or small the platform is, and help each other grow at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because my followers will see me having an interaction with you, maybe something that you say connects with them,
Yeah.
and they want to follow and get in tune with what you got going on, and vice versa. Maybe somebody on your platform may be sparked by something I said
Yeah.
and want to get in tune with what I got going on.
That's beautiful. I've have said that like same speech so many times. And I think it's cool that someone on a completely another side of the country has like the same like thought process about this
Yeah,
shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a really neat thing.
yeah, for sure.
Um
Where
okay.
are you located, bro?
So yeah, I live about 30 minutes from Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, Nashville's
Yeah.
dope.
Have you been to Nashville before?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
down there maybe 2 years ago. I'm
Okay.
a Rams fan, so we have a game tonight. But
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
played 2017. Matter of fact, we played
Okay.
well, maybe 2018. Anyways, we played
Play the Titans, huh?
Titans. Yep, right.
Okay.
And we
Okay.
go to the playoff.
But yeah, man. All right, so let's get into just your, let's get the ball rolling. I want to just ask kind of a basic question. So I know I've seen that you do music. Your Instagram page is dope. Kind of, I mean, tell me what you want about that. How do you feel about what you got going now, man? What are some like things you got in the works? I guess like let's catch me up to speed. I guess.
Yeah, so I just dropped a project called Flowers.
Hmm.
That came out in April. So basically, what I've been doing is just pushing that,
Yeah.
trying to shoot visuals from songs off the project, doing different interviews and blogs. I got posted in a Rolling Stone,
Oh, that's tight.
radio on
Mm.
Spotify. So the, right now, I'm just basically pushing to try to bring the awareness to that project.
Yeah.
Anything I can do, that's basically what I've been doing. As far as just being an artist, bro, I just create,
Yeah.
who it resonates with, who it resonates with.
How long would you say that you've really been like taking music seriously? Like how many years would you say?
Honestly, since about 2018,
Hmm.
I dropped a project called The Home. Started working on that project. I
Hmm.
decided to like, okay, a lot of people told me I have something. Um, I need to just take it serious and really see what I could do with it. And since
Hmm.
then, I would say that's when I really started investing in marketing, putting marketing dollars behind what I'm doing,
Yeah.
money into the creative process, as far as visually and the sound of the music and shit like that.
Do you? So I love that you have like the music videos going like to couple with the music. Like the music, I tell this to as many people as I can. Like as a consumer of music, I love seeing like yeah, the music is cool, and like once you learn your process and how you make music and master that, it's dope. But then it's gonna be like, all right, let's get some photo shoots in. Let's do some
Yeah,
music videos. It's just cool. Like it's gonna help consumers like connect with you more because you get a name to the face, like you get it kind of it makes it come full circle that the music
for sure.
videos provide a awesome visual representation of the music.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so with me, that's where I kind of realized as a consumer, what do I like? What
Right.
makes me want to listen to someone who no one heard of? It's
Hmm.
going to be the quality of the music. It's going to be the content of the music,
Yep.
and then the visual,
Yeah.
the videos that the person is, putting out to represent them. At the end of the day, this is a product,
Yeah.
and we don't go to stores and buy crappy products.
Yeah, for sure. Like clothes. Look
Right.
at clothes, man. I mean, like, you, sometimes you got to do what you got to do and go buy some Walmart T-shirts. But like, sometimes, man, if you want to go to, if you got to go to a wedding, you're gonna
Yeah.
put on some slacks and some dress
Yeah.
shoes. You
And it's
know?
going to cost you for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's also going to last you at the same time.
Yes.
So,
Uh,
so quality costs for sure,
for
but it's worth.
sure. It's working, dude. And I can, like I said, just off of us having a couple DM messages and just looking at your Instagram page, like it's cool, like it's refreshing. It's uh, you're consistent too. Like you gotta get the stories going. You maybe even repost something once a day, but like you gotta keep your name up there. New content every single day, just to keep the people uh from getting
It,
distracted, I guess, because there's so much going on. There's so many new rappers and singers and beat makers, and what's gonna like uh keep your fans with you, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Just
Hmm.
keeping the people engaged with what you got going on,
Yeah.
and that's something that I'm working on as well
Yeah.
because you know realizing that everything is literally content.
Yeah.
Like you going to get coffee or drinking a beer or
For
having a
sure.
conversation with somebody or in the studio
Yeah.
or behind the scenes, everything is content.
Hmm.
So uh, you really it's just about the way you present this content for people to grasp. So yeah, that's something I'm working on personally as an artist. Just figuring out how I can let people more into my life and
Hmm.
what I got going on, and just producing more content. To, like you said, stay in their face, stay engaged,
Yeah.
keeping them engaged.
Have you ever like ventured off into like YouTube vlogging or anything like that, or does that like interest you at all?
I haven't, bro, but
Yeah.
I was just having a conversation with a couple of my partners, and they were telling me you need to start vlogging
Yeah.
because I also breed dogs as well.
See that?
So
Yeah, that's neat.
yeah, so they were saying like, bro, this is content
Hmm.
for people who want to know like, well, what does this dude do during the day, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they're intrigued about the breeding process
Yeah.
altogether. So why don't you walk them through it and just show a different lane. So that's
Or
actually one of the things I'm gonna get into.
or maybe somebody who maybe had no idea they even would like to know about dog breeding. You know what I'm saying? I would watch it. You know now that I know you, because like
Yeah,
I've been doing YouTube for a couple years. I do like sports cards and like Pokemon, and then I vlog and I do like food videos and podcasts and shit. And like I love to have establish like a connection like with someone who's like creating content too, because it's like, wait, I know that guy, and I'm like watching him on my phone and my TV. Like it's a cool like for me. I don't know. That's just how my brain works. You know what I'm saying?
oh, that's dope. So yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So now that I know
Hmm.
that you do that, I'm gonna follow your YouTube
For
page and I'm gonna
sure.
follow you. So yeah, so that's how it works.
Okay, so you mentioned like you had a couple partners with you. Kind of shout those out, man. Shout those people out. Who's kind of like what's your team? Producers, all that kind of jazz, man.
Yeah, so the guys I was just talking about, they run a YouTube page called Never Fall Off. And what they do is they do reaction videos.
That's cool.
So yeah, yeah, and they actually have made a lot of progress over there. With I think right now they're somewhere a little over 10,000 subscribers,
Hell
and,
yeah.
and it really happened overnight
Yeah.
because we've been trying different avenues to
Hmm.
gain 10,000 subscribers on
Yeah.
YouTube. It's not for people who don't know, that's not like a small feat. It's kind of
No.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
difficult. It's
it
probably YouTube is probably the most difficult place to get a following from. Like you can like TikTok, man, you can get 1 million followers literally in a week if you
yeah,
hit it, if you hit the right. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so those kind of like your like like your best associates, I guess you could say, with this creative stuff. Like who else do you kind of have involved, like videographers, engineers, like producers or anything?
Bro, to be honest with you, I'm
Hmm.
a one man band.
That's awesome,
So,
dude.
but the problem with that is like it becomes overwhelming at
For
times.
sure.
So
Oh, I relate to that. I produced this whole podcast by myself, all the social media, all the editing. So I understand for sure.
yeah, yeah. So you know firsthand how
Hmm.
overwhelming it can be and the importance of finding key pieces to help further the dream or further
Yeah.
the, you know, the podcast.
Sharpen it, like
Yeah,
make it perfect it as much as you can. Yeah.
for
Uh.
sure. So, and right now I do have an engineer by the name of Carl.
Mm,
He has a studio called Gemstar Pro. So that's why I go to record everything. He makes
okay.
sure all the music is sounding great. Um, but we looking for different people. Like I don't have a manager. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? Everything I do, I book shows by myself and
Cool.
come up with different marketing ideas. Everything pretty much is done. Just
Yeah.
me sitting in the room coming up with it.
Tell me a little bit about the shows, man. What have you done any this year? I know COVID is wacky,
I
man.
did
It's
anything this year, to
mm-hmm.
be honest. Since COVID or
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Before then, I performed in New York at SOB. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It's a legendary spot in New
Yeah,
York.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I
Um,
haven't been, but yeah.
yeah, I performed several spots throughout DC. I actually live in DC, so that's
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
perform a lot around the city. I
Okay.
performed in Denmark, Copenhagen.
Wow. Okay.
So
Europe.
yeah,
What was Europe like, man? How the hell did you end up there?
just really, man, hopping on the internet, networking with people.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Wow,
um,
man.
we did Copenhagen and we did London while we was over there. We performed in London
Wow.
too.
That's really cool, dude.
And it is, bro. I mean, Europe was like beautiful, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
the most, especially Copenhagen, particularly because
Yeah.
it was peaceful. Like they don't even jaywalk over there.
Like wait their turn, Wow.
So I never experienced anything like that. It's like you wake up and it's like just peaceful. But
Yeah.
it's a city, so anything that you want
Big
to get,
city.
yeah, you can get into. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just peaceful as fuck. So yeah, it was dope.
Tell me one semi crazy story about going to Europe, travel. Just tell me one thing that you were like, this is weird, or like just an experience you got.
The wildest, and it's kind of crazy, bro.
Uh
But
huh.
so me and my man that I travel with, my man Jarrell,
Mm-hmm.
Ross is my guy. So anybody who know me know Ross is my guy. So everywhere we go, particularly out the country, we always get a ticket, bro. Like some type of fucking, I don't know why that is, but we get some type of violation. So this particular one, right? We for anybody who goes to Copenhagen and you fly in and you do not rent a car, you're gonna have to travel by train to get to where you're going.
Uh huh.
But what they don't tell you is that they make it seem like the train is free, like you could just hop on it and
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Uh huh.
go on the train and go. But no one tells you that you need a specific ticket or whatever the case may be. So
Yeah.
we just hopped on the train and wow, look, he was walking around checking tickets and shit.
Tickets.
And
Yeah.
I'm thinking that yeah, right. And he walks right up to us. We like, look, we $200 ticket, and this shit's still unpaid to this day.
Oh my God, that's
So
wild.
we got one in Toronto. We got a
Wow.
few tickets out there, bro. But when we start touring around the world, bro,
Uh
we'll swing back and take care of it.
huh. Dude, so did you what was like the exposure like there? Like, did you meet, like, was the networking pretty, like, substantial there? Like, was it worth your while, I guess?
Yeah, the place that I performed in
Mm-hmm.
Copenhagen was called the Urban House. The lady that I met online, I sent her my EPK. She checked out the music. She paid for the hotel. It was just a great experience, bro.
Yeah.
The people that I was performing in front of they loved the show. A lot of them didn't. Some people were from like Paris and just all over Europe and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
that whole region of the world. So they understood what I was saying, but it wasn't their first language. So it was
Yeah.
kind of like, but I mean, and when I got off stage, a lot of people took down my Instagram and
That's
took
cool.
down the music information. So it was dope. I was received well as far as the
Yeah.
performance went. Copenhagen overall, bro, was just a good experience for me.
I couldn't imagine being an artist, and like, I wonder how these artists do it. They go to these countries that's not English speaking countries. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like a weird concept. Like going to like, which I know a lot of countries are by, like, the English is a second language for a lot of countries, but yeah.
And in America, see, America is really the only country in the world.
Yeah.
We don't speak any other language but
Mm-hmm.
English.
We're
So
spoiled.
we are spoiled, bro.
Yeah.
America thinks that the world revolves around us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, but in reality, bro, those people love real hip hop and real music and shit like that.
That's interesting. That's
Yeah.
because I feel like in Europe it's a lot of like techno and shit. You don't really hear of a big hip hop scene, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but Copenhagen has a huge hip hop scene. Europe in general,
Huh.
I mean, London has a huge hip hop
Yeah, the
scene.
drill music and shit. Yeah, for sure.
And then just hip hop in general.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
a lot of artists over there that I've met over Instagram that really rap. Like these dudes really sick.
Wow.
Yeah, shit dope.
Okay, so what was it like, I guess, growing up? So like Maryland, D.C. area. Tell me kind of like what it was like coming up, in that area. Like, is that like the only place that you've lived? Like that?
No, so okay, so my part of Virginia
Okay.
is the south part, which is Southern Virginia.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just relocated up here to DC.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, to kind of like build connections because
Mm-hmm.
they have a more platform, more outlets for music in this area.
Okay.
Yeah, so growing up in my city is, I mean, I would just describe it as probably like your traditional Southern living for real, bro. It's just,
Yeah.
it's a city that's not really, we don't have a lot of, the job market isn't the best.
Yeah. It's pretty
The
one
system
dimensional.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, you feel me? So the education system is not the best.
Mm-hmm.
Really, like the average household income is probably 28,000 type of situation. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
And then the
Yeah.
median, yeah. Then you got on the high end, you're looking at like 40 some thousand,
Mm-hmm.
right? And with that comes crime,
Yeah.
uh, poverty, all that other
Yeah.
shit. So yeah,
Naturally. Yeah. That shit just happens naturally. It's not even
engineer.
Dude, what's funny is Virginia actually, for I don't know what city it is, but Virginia touches Tennessee in some part. I don't really know. Bristol is that's it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Bristol,
'Cause
Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee.
yeah, they're mad close.
Yeah.
Because I know Knoxville is probably like what, like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours from Virginia.
To be honest, bro,
Something like,
I don't know.
yeah,
I,
Knoxville's like the tip east of Tennessee. So yeah, something like that.
yeah, I do know that Bristol and Virginia and Tennessee are like
Mm-hmm.
neck and neck, like on the line.
Uh, yeah, I've never been up there, man. I've been to like Atlanta before, but for like a Braves game, for Atlanta Braves game. But I haven't done a whole lot of traveling, man. Really, I've never been on a plane. Honestly.
Yeah, bro. Me growing up, I never was on a plane either. And then when I got older and got in position, I said, man, I got to see the world. So I just
And you're doing it, man.
flew down to Florida, and from then I just been traveling.
So, all right, what do you want out of this creative journey? What is it? What's something that you crave? Like what's like the end goal, I guess, or at least like today, Smith.
Yeah.
What is like something that you're like, okay, every day that I grind, what keeps you motivated? I guess, in a cheesy way to ask.
To answer your question, bro, for me, what I'm trying to get out of this, I want to be able to sustain my lifestyle solely based off of music and my brand. So I'm following the blueprint that a lot of artists before me had already set, which is grow your brand with music and then branch off and do other things that's going to bring in other streams of income so that you can sustain your lifestyle. So that's my ultimate goal. So I do clothes. This is my hoodie.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah, so we do that. So basically, just grow my brand, my music brand, to where it allows me to go out and venture off, and maybe I get into coffee, maybe I get into the weed business.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
Maybe dogs, clothes.
You're already kind of
estate.
doing it though with the dogs and the music. It's like it's it's two things that you're what I can see is you're taking that very seriously. And yeah, what if one day you have coffee, little Keurig cups, like that's
Sure.
yeah, man.
So
Tell
yeah,
me about
just
Tell me about the
leverage
clothes.
you're leveraging your brand to get into different avenues of income.
For
So
sure.
the clothes, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Happy Kids is my label, right? So
Okay.
that's my distribution label that I signed myself to, which I'm releasing through. Um, so I just figured, listening to Nipsey Hussle, honestly, bro,
Mm,
he was saying like, you give the music away and then get paid for the clothes. So,
for
right,
sure.
because people love your music so much, they'll pay X amount of dollars for a T-shirt, X amount of dollars for
Yeah,
some.
yeah, for sure.
Right. So, and that's the way you generate money.
For like, I know for me specifically, if yeah, if there's an artist that I really like, or even just like an independent guy like you, like a guy that I interview, and I really
Yeah.
fuck with them, I'm gonna go cop a T-shirt, you know, like or and
And I'm telling you, bro, you doing that is really helping out whoever that is because
yeah,
a lot of the time the music you getting paid like 1/10 of a penny
yeah,
for a stream.
mm-hmm,
So by the shirt, which has no control to a label,
yeah,
this is going directly to the artist, and that's how a lot of these guys are
mm-hmm,
paying their bills.
and the shows too. I
Yeah,
tell you, like, I
and so, and so,
I'll pay money to go see one of my favorite bands or country singers or you know, I'll go if I really fuck with them, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll go spend some money, go make a date out of it, you know?
and bro, I'm telling you, bro, you putting a lot of food on a lot of people's plate by doing it.
Yeah, man. It's you know, bro, it's I know this is a cliche, but bro, it's the golden rule, man. You treat others how you want to be treated. If I was making which I hopefully went like we were talking about earlier, being overwhelmed, wearing many hats, having different jobs, many different jobs. I want to do clothes and
Yeah,
merch and stuff, but it's like I'm already, you know, there's a lot going on here, but like I would want if I put out a whole clothing line for that bitch to be sold out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing my part for these artists. It's like, oh, okay, here's $30 for a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? What is that? You
yeah,
know. And also,
yeah,
you're whenever you put on that shirt, I know I'm the only one who's wearing that, and that gives me like a I
yeah.
don't know. I'm a collector at heart. You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, I do sports cards, man, and like it's like the you know I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Supporting some of the bands that you support. If you get this T-shirt, and then for some odd reason this band just blows up to the next crazy band.
Yeah,
So look, I have
the
one of
first one. Yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Like
So yeah,
the vintage T-shirt game is wild. Like them Guns N' Roses T-shirts from like '85.
yeah. That's
Like,
what I've been seeing that on Instagram a
dude,
lot too.
yeah. It's like shoes. Yeah, hats. It's like shoes too. Like like the first Jordan 1 or like some Air Max. Like I'm not a big sneaker guy, but like, you know, the
Yeah, yeah,
first like the real shoes from the 90s. Mhm.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, bro.
That's dope, man. I respect the hustle, man. And it's like this shit don't come easy either. Like you're going to have to work. You're going to have to learn on the way. Like I'm sure there's been plenty of times you were like, I want this. Ah, man, how do I do it? And then you go figure it out. You know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, so really, man, whenever I try to, like Nipsey Hussle,
Hmm.
listening to him and he's saying cut the middleman out, or you know, do research. Basically, is what he's saying. Do research
Yeah.
before you go volunteer to give somebody your money to
Hmm.
perform a service. Do research on it and see if you can't do it yourself, or build a relationship with somebody and see if they're not willing to chip in and help you if
Yeah.
you help
Yeah.
somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, man, bro, you definitely got to take time and really, like you said, research
Hmm.
and really work for it because nothing is going to be handed out to you at all.
Yeah.
And a lot of
Absolutely.
this is about relationships too, getting out to different events, meeting different people,
Hmm.
introducing yourself, and,
Yeah.
and not necessarily wanting something from them.
Hmm.
It's just to ask them, how can I help you with what you got going on?
Hmm. Yeah. That's a self. You
And
got. It's not about being selfish.
nah,
Yeah.
at all.
Okay, man. Well, is there anything that you want to say? Anything else that you wanted to get off before we hopped off here, bro? I appreciate your time, man. Like I would love to do another one of these, a couple months, kind of touch base
Yeah,
again.
For
Because this was
sure.
really dope, man. I got your phone number and shit, man. Like, send me stuff whenever, really.
Yeah, I mean, um, only thing I'm gonna say a couple things. One, follow me on Instagram, Smiff underscore HK. Flowers is out right now. If you go to the link in my bio, click the project, check it out. And then I just dropped a video called 10 Summers, which is also the link in my bio.
That's awesome, dude.
And thank you for your time, bro. Thank you
Yeah,
for letting
yeah.
me be on the platform for
I
sure.
appreciate you because, like, I appreciate you just keeping in touch with me, man. Because I know we're we're in different states. We got different lives. You got shit going on. I'm working. You know what I'm saying. And I appreciate you, keeping in touch with me, man. And yeah, bro. Have a good rest of your weekend. Your rest of
You,
your evening.
you too.
This is episode 119. It'll be out in a couple days, for sure, man. And I will send you whenever I get it out. I'll send you some clips and stuff, man, so you can get it right. For your stories or whatever.
Yeah, appreciate that.
All right, bro. Have a good night.
Peace.